I found James's message extreme, but I'd heard of other young Christians on social media who don't share James's absolutist position.
Running from God don't count as cardio. Nah, you can always come home no matter how far you go. His grace is super.
Michael, who goes by the stage name Faith Child, is a MOBO award-winning Christian rapper. His views on abortion are clear.
Life from conception, no exception.
His grace is super. Hop in the Uber.
Faith Child plays to 50,000 people in packed-out stadiums in the UK and abroad, and has fans as young as 13. Before Faith Child can go on stage, he needs to get a fresh trim.
See, the haircut for a man, for a black man, it's not just cutting the hair off. It's something that comes with the man's personality.
Yeah, I'm a Christian. I was more or less born into it. The Bible teaches, how to love your spouse, how to value life. I think there is now a wider conversation in regards to sex and even abstinence in itself as well. I got married as a virgin in my early 30s, and that is something very, very unheard of.
Talking about valuing life, what are your views on abortion?
I think I probably live in a grey area in which I'm all for the preservation of life. But at the same time, I do know there are instances where a woman may consider having to terminate a pregnancy, stuff like maybe rape. I would understand why a woman wouldn't want to keep that child. I don't think life is always as black and white.
Do you judge people who do go down that road?
Nah, I think judging someone just because they struggle differently to you is quite hypocritical.
And is that something that you, I guess, preach to your fans about, following this lifestyle?
Yeah, 100%. A fresh perspective on life is what my music offers, and I love being able to be, I guess, the other when in the conversation of music.
So, Faith.
Thank you, bro.
Faith is back again. Look after yourself, man.
Will do, bro. Blessings.
So I guess we'll see you at church tomorrow.
Yes, bright and early. I'll see you at church.
All right, see ya, bye. Faith Child's more than a rapper. He's also a church deacon and invited me along to his sermon. Faith, you've brought the sun to Croydon.
This is God's favourite place. God's favourite place is Croydon. Welcome to Croydon, born and raised.
Look at your bits, man.
Thank you. It's a little something,
look at
man.
this.
And we are in here.
Lord, thank you so much for this brief reminder of you being our Father.
There's a reason why he's called Faith Child.
My mum and I went to have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was there, God spoke to her for the first time, was like, don't abort the baby. She's like, I'm a single mum, poverty, domestic violence, 4 kids, how can I cope? And God was like, believe, have faith in me, and I'll show myself to be God. So I was a faith child.
Christian values run deep in his family. His mum, Mary, a pastor, told me how she really struggled.
I didn't want to believe I was pregnant. I was totally depressed. I was doing 4 jobs to be able to make ends meet for these children. And I had God. And I looked around in my bedroom and I'm thinking, how can you do this? You know I'm not going to be able to look after even 4 children. It's going to be a problem. And God said, I need you to carry this child. I know why I'm giving you this child to carry. If you decide to abort this child, I will not show you kindness. Now, that got my attention. Before I could say Jack Robinson, I was pushing. I was feeling that need to really push. And that's why I gave him the name Faith Child when it was time.
Mary,
Yeah.
you were nearly going to have an abortion.
Yeah.
You chose not to. What are your views on abortion now?
That's a deep one. I still believe that every child has got a destiny. I have compassion for those who probably were raped, and so they are pregnant. I think everybody's situation is different. Not every woman has it inside them to be a mother.
I'm really glad that you said that, actually, because I don't want children. That makes makes perfect sense.
Why will somebody bring a child into a world where mentally you're not even able to do it.
But you would be okay with them getting an abortion?
I would not condemn anybody who does that, because I wanted to do it. If I didn't hear God, I would have done it. It was a struggle, and I mean serious struggle.
Do you think that in the last 20 years, the church has probably taken a more liberal stance on sort of pro-life v. pro-choice?
Yes, I definitely think understanding and empathy. And I use those words as opposed to tolerance. Because when you have understanding, empathy, compassion, that's different to tolerance, in which you're able to take things in a case-by-case situation. Whatever decision one takes is not a case of condemnation. Like, we're not the ones to condemn them. God is the one that makes the rules.
Honestly, from everyone I've met so far, Faith Child is the one to me that has the most impact. Through his music, he's so approachable, he's so friendly, you know, he doesn't judge, he doesn't condemn women who do, he gives nuance, he's not so black and white. I mean, he comes as one big package, and that package is definitely marketable.
Go, Michael, let's go.
And I can see him influencing a whole generation of young kids to take on an anti-abortion stance. But in time, what does that turn into?